Howdy folks, no way around it. It is a cold one today. Just barely came up above freezing and I thought, what a great chance to get out and go for a hike before maybe the snow starts falling. Probably more likely the rain. So here we are, we're out on an abandoned golf course and we've got the place to ourselves. It's been a beautiful afternoon. We've got a couple of miles in and we're gonna settle down, get the firebox started, get some coffee going, then we'll work on building a nice hot lunch to get us revitalized and ready to get back out there and finish up the hike for the day. So today is all about comfort food. We're going through the pantry and kind of cleaning things out. So not gourmet by any means, but it's going to be hearty, it's going to be warm, it's going to make us feel pretty good on a cold day. So we are doing a wild rice and creamy chicken stew. And I've got a variety of things. I've got some mixed wild rice that we're going to boil up, some creamy cheese potatoes that we're going to add in for a little bit more thickness in the stew, some packaged chicken, and of course the obligatory vegetables so we can call it a healthy meal. But first, let's get that cup of coffee going because it is not getting any warmer out here. So as that water continues to heat up, let's take a look at what we've got. A little bit of celery, a potato, and a carrot. As I said, not gourmet by any means, but it's going to be nice and hearty. Then of course, we've got our wild rice medley. This I've actually pre-seasoned with our soup stock. It's just a mixture of herbs, a little bit of bouillon in there for some added flavor. And then of course, simple and easy, but a packet of chicken. This lasts really well. It doesn't need any refrigeration. You can carry it with you for as long as you need to in your pack with no risk of having any problems. And our secret ingredient, that is the smoky cheese and bacon mashed potatoes. We're gonna add just a little bit of this into the soup. It's gonna thicken things up and make it nice and hearty and definitely delicious. You're going to go through a lot more fuel than normal days just because it is so cold out here today. Luckily, there's quite a few windfall trees out here, so we're able to break off the dead branches quite easily. Give us some nice little twigs that we can keep this firebox going. That is exactly what I needed. A nice hot cup of coffee helps warm you up on these cold days. And I know I'm doing instant again today. It's becoming kind of a trend for me, and I'm gonna have to get a little bit better on that one. But I'm gonna drink up my coffee, then we'll start dicing up our veggies, get the rice on to boil, and we'll get our stew started here pretty soon. So we obviously don't want to overdo it on any of the vegetables since it is a pretty small meal we're doing. Keep things diced up as fine as possible and they'll cook up a lot quicker. I think everybody knows by now my love for celery. And yes, always keep the leaves on. Can't express enough just how delicious it makes that flavor. I think that water is starting to heat up. We're going to go ahead and add in our rice. It's a combination of wild rices and seasonings. I pre-mixed things this morning, that way I wouldn't have to worry about it when I got off work today. So we're going to just dump it in, let that start slowly cooking. And as it gets closer to finishing up, we'll toss in the rest of the vegetables. Alright, let's go and start adding in all of our veggies. Give them a chance to start to soften up and enrichen this stew. I do need to add in the shameless plug. If you like the content I've been putting out, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. Maybe hit that subscribe button. Or send me some comments on what you think I could do better, or what you'd like to see on one of the next videos. This is all new to me, but I'm trying to learn as I go, and any support and advice you've got is greatly appreciated. Now, if you're new to the packaged, pre-cooked chickens, it might seem a little strange to you, but these packets are absolutely fantastic. You get plenty of protein, plenty of calories, and they're very safe to pack. They are very high in salt, so I highly recommend you take that into consideration on any recipes you might be using, because the last thing you want to do is oversalt your meal. Just add that chicken right in here. We're going to blend it up. And as always, I seem to have overestimated the size of my pot. But with a little luck, that'll cook down as we're going. And one of the best parts about these little Firebox stoves, they're basically twig burners. If you don't have any windfall, there's always enough twigs and little debris laying around that you can get a pretty hot little oven going rather quickly. That stew is looking amazing. So next we're going to thicken it up just a little bit. That's with these smoky cheese and bacon mashed potatoes. I know you wouldn't ordinarily use mashed potatoes in a stew, but we don't have time to cook down some solid potatoes. Another option would be to use a little bit of flour or a little bit of milk. But I love the creaminess and the decadence that you get from these mashed potatoes. Oh, that looks amazing. And pull that off the heat. Let's eat. It's hot. Whew, that's hot. It's real hot. It's good. Well, there you have it, folks. Wild rice, and creamy chicken stew. A hot meal for a cold day. I can't think of a better way to get nice and warm while you're out there on a cold afternoon hike, or just looking for a little bit of an adventure in the backyard. Until next time, folks, see you out there on the trail. It's good stuff.